We can all be really excited about AI and eager to integrate it into our workflows. But the reality is that everyone is at a different stage. And I recognize that while some people in our organization were already power users, others had barely touched AI tools at all. Many felt overwhelmed or intimidated or pressured to keep up. And all of that pressure prevented a lot of people from truly experimenting and being curious in a way that would help them advance their own skills. So what I've tried to do across our organization is meet people where they're at, giving practical advice to help them take the next step and helping them find ways to unlock efficiencies and create more value in their work. My name is Patrick Gilbert. I am the CEO of Adventure Media. Today, I want to introduce something I call the AI Galaxy Brain Framework. This concept helps individuals understand where they're currently at in their journey with practical steps for advancing to the next phase. Before diving in, I want to review a few key concepts from some of our earlier videos. The first is the double helix, the two ways in which AI is impacting our businesses. The first of which is the internal operational efficiencies that AI can unlock. These are the productivity gains, the task automation, and the ability to do more with less. The second aspect of the double helix is the transformation. It's how AI is changing the way that we deliver value to our clients, customers, or stakeholders. And as we covered in that first video, most companies are exclusively looking at the efficiency side. People are asking, how can I use AI to automate a bunch of the tasks that I do all day? And that's great, but it's only one side of the value proposition. The real opportunity that AI poses is allowing us to do things that were not possible before this technology was in our hands. The second concept is what I refer to as the 4x2 model of work. We can break all the work that we do down into 4 categories: design, problem solving, decision making, and building. And we would execute that in one of 3 ways. We would do it ourselves, we would co-pilot it, or we would delegate it. But now AI completely reshapes how each of these categories can be approached, and helping us realize that almost nothing should be done alone. AI can almost always assist us or entirely take something off of our plate. So now, with these ideas in mind, let's move on to the Galaxy Brain Framework that helps us understand where we currently sit and how we can advance to the next tier. You just think of this as a ladder with 5 different levels, from a complete novice to a true innovator. That's where we can become a power user of AI that's unlocking its full potential. Novices are using AI, but only when it's built into a platform or a service that they're already using. Maybe they use Salesforce and the AI functionality is giving them a predictive score about leads that have a higher likelihood to convert. Or they're using Gmail's autocomplete functions when they're writing out emails. These folks understand what AI looks like, and they're often eager to accept the recommendations. But they're not going out of their way to actively use AI, and it's not really changing their workflow, and it's not really changing the way that they actually operate. At the second tier, we have explorers. These people are intentionally using AI. They're seeking it out for certain tasks. So maybe they use ChatGPT to help draft emails or work through complicated formulas that they're trying to build for an Excel spreadsheet. These users recognize specific moments where AI can help. They're working on a task and a light bulb goes off that says, oh, this might be something I can bring to AI. And they open up ChatGPT and they work through it. And then maybe the next time that they're dealing with that same task, they're a little bit more likely to use AI again. The problem here is that the use case is narrow and it's not overly consistent or integrated into the full daily workflow. The other challenge here is because the AI tools haven't become ubiquitous throughout this person's day, the results are often mediocre. They haven't developed advanced prompting skills and they're getting pretty average outputs. So it's fine, and maybe they're unlocking a little bit of efficiency. It's not truly transforming their work. The operator level is where things start to get really interesting. These kinds of people always have a ChatGPT tab open, and they're willing to bring any non-trivial task into ChatGPT, and they want to get it involved. They want to think about how they can use AI to solve problems. These kinds of people are using some more intermediate or advanced features within some of the LLM tools. Maybe they're using deep research or the ChatGPT agent mode. Maybe they're uploading their own data sets into these programs or meeting transcripts and being able to use it as a recurring record moving forward. These folks use it often enough that they're becoming better at prompting and they're getting more sophisticated, unique outputs. But the problem here is that the gains are still mostly on the efficiency side of the double helix. Anything that they really get is helping them do more with less. It's helping them be more productive, which is amazing, but it's limited. It's not really transforming the value that they provide to their customers. It's not changing their business models. It's helpful, but it's not transformative. Now, this is generally where we see a lot of people plateau because it's easy to be comfortable here and it's easy to be really excited about AI at this stage. But the problem is to get from the level 3 operator stage to the next tier requires diving into a realm that is completely foreign to a lot of people. The next tier includes things like programming languages and API integrations and a lot of other things that scare a lot of people. And there's a big learning curve with getting from level 3 to level 4. So a lot of people are nervous to take that leap. If this sounds like where you're currently at and you want to figure out how to really level up your game, I have some specific advice. First, start with structured checks. Let's say, for example, that you have a custom GPT that helps you write blog content. And so this GPT is trained on your brand and your messaging and your tone and the format of your blog content. That's awesome. Good for you. Keep doing more of that. What I would encourage you to do is develop a second GPT that you can train specifically as a critic and a devil's advocate and someone who calls you out if your arguments aren't completely sound. Every time you go to create a new piece of content, upload it into this new critical GPT and have it call you out on some of the liberties that the first version of ChatGPT is writing for you. This kind of check and balance system will help you anticipate problems ahead of time and create feedback loop mechanisms that will dramatically improve the overall outputs. The second thing I would recommend is develop your first script. The next couple tiers of the Galaxy Brain include a lot of programming languages. And again, it's very scary for a lot of people. One of the most incredible things that generative AI has done is that it turns all of us into at least competent software developers. Everyone has access to a playground here. A lot of people don't know this, but within the Google Sheets interface, there is a portal that allows you to insert JavaScript code to run on the back end of your sheets. To do a bunch of things, you can manipulate the data, you can enhance the data, you can automate tasks within your sheets. This is an amazing place to start because if you can get any data into a Google Sheet, you can start playing around with some of these tools. So what I would encourage you to do, open up a Google Sheet and drop any data in there. It doesn't matter what it is. And then go into ChatGPT, open a new tab and say, I'm not a developer, so I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm working within a Google Sheet and want to write a script that can automate the creation of several different bar charts. I've never written a script before, so walk me through step by step how to access, run the script, and also I need you to write the script for me. Give a sample of the data, give a screenshot of the data that you're looking at, and ChatGPT will do the rest. You will be amazed at what it'll come back with. Your life will completely change the first time you successfully run a new program built on code that you've now developed yourself with the help of AI. The third thing I would recommend is to gain experience with some light AI tooling, specifically with AI agents. So tools like N8N or Mind Studio allow you to build very simple but powerful AI agents, and they walk you through every step of the process. So here, you're going to learn a lot about API keys or how different aspects of a system work together. You're going to learn a little bit about webhooks. This is a very scary world for a lot of people, but the tutorial videos on these websites are incredible. With Mind Studio, one of the first things that you can learn how to do is develop your own AI agent that's a Chrome extension that'll summarize blog content for you. It's a simple solution that by learning how to put that together and run it in real time, you're going to learn so much about how agents work on the back end and allow you to break through that next step into level 4. So what does level 4 look like? Now at this stage, you're using AI to create things that didn't previously exist. For marketers, this might mean building statistical models or econometric tools that used to require entire teams of data analysts and engineers. You're not just working faster, you're expanding what's possible. You no longer need a team of data analysts or an entire art department to be able to accomplish these things. Savvy marketers with AI in their hands can now accomplish so many other things that were previously inaccessible to them. And now finally, at the level 5 stage, you're truly an innovator. Think of it like this. It's the stage where you're using AI to build new AI tools. So for example, instead of just building a script that's automating tasks within a Google Sheet, you might be building a script that integrates with an OpenAI API to enrich your data. You might be building custom agents that automate workflows or entirely new systems. Instead of using a plug and play system like Mind Studio to develop a Chrome extension agent, you might be hard coding an agent yourself in a tool like Cursor and launching your own web application. Again, if you've never written a line of code before, this might seem very scary and intimidating. But within a month or two, if you actually committed learning all these skills, I promise you it's possible. Once you, or at least someone in your organization, reaches this level, you truly start to rethink your business model or how to improve the products or services that you deliver to your customers. You also start thinking about the software vendors that you're paying a ton of money to every month, realizing that you could probably rebuild a lot of those tools yourself and dramatically reduce your internal costs. This is where AI really starts to not just reshape your workflows, but your entire organization. So this is where it all comes together. We have the double helix concept, which explains the two ways in which AI impacts your business, the internal and the external. We also have the 4x2 model, which shows you how AI fits into all the different categories of work that we do all day. And then finally, the Galaxy Brain framework that helps you level up your individual skills. Together, these three frameworks have completely changed our organization. It's truly helped us move from being AI forward, where we were kind of dabbling with AI tools here and there, to really being AI first, where AI tools are now driving our business forward. And by embracing these models and sharing these insights with our team, we were able to get full buy-in. And we were able to reduce the barriers for entry and get everyone excited and rally behind this technology. So, what are the immediate next steps? Well, I'll give you something practical. You want to start with asking, where are you on the AI Galaxy Brain ladder? We now have a blog post on our website, adventureppc.com, that outlines all three of these concepts in greater detail with more specific steps about how to advance from level 1 to level 2 and level 3 and so on and so forth. But even better than that, the end of that blog post includes a prompt that you can paste directly into ChatGPT for specific advice that's personalized based on you and where you're at in your industry and what you like to work on. So if you've reached this part of the video, I assume you've used ChatGPT before and probably have some sort of memory that can be used to help give a really good output here. And so if you go to this blog post, which you can find on our website, I'll link to it below, you're going to see this prompt. Again, you can copy and paste it directly from the blog post. But what this prompt will do is that it's going to read that blog post and understand the different frameworks that I just described and understand all the steps to get from step 1 to step 2 all the way to the innovative stage. It's going to understand the context of where you are at in your journey and a roadmap that you can implement yourself for advancing to the next tier and beyond. So within seconds of taking this prompt and pasting it into ChatGPT, you will have your own personalized AI syllabus. That's it for now. Thank you for joining me. In the next video, I want to share some specific tools that we've been building at Adventure to put these frameworks into place. Thank you.